So that brings me to my question. Can you think the Pelicans are tanking, or are you concerned about Zion's legacy?
This is not real.
Yeah, it's a tank.
He's tanking.
You see the way he was just playing? This ain't real.
I think he's missed the last 5 games.
This
before they
ain't
shut him
real.
down. Okay.
Tanking.
Trust me, I've been hearing, I don't want, this shit ain't real, dog.
Yeah, it happens.
Like, I've been hearing some other shit from other teams with a few situations. This shit ain't real.
Okay. So other teams following a similar path.
Yeah. Like, you got to make up shit now. You got to make up injuries, like, because you can't, because you don't want people to really start, his fucking hamstring really shot, right? Yeah. Maybe he did, his weight. Yeah. Now they got to come up with something different. Man, we know what this is. We know what this look. This come on, man. Don't play. Hey, man. One thing we're not gonna let you do on this couch is play with our intelligence. Like, we're not gonna allow that, man.
Who we look like Boo Boo the Fool.
I'm talking about.
But I think the NBA's been a little hard on teams tanking, not really rolling with, not rocking with it.
Fines.
Yeah.
Right? They're trying to avoid that $100,000 that Utah just got a couple weeks ago with Keontae George situation. Yeah. They're trying to avoid these fines.
Yeah, Thunder, I think, were under investigation recently, too, for rest players. Completely different thing, though, because they still won that game, and obviously you're dominating the West. But
but still, they can sit somebody out, but other team, come on, man.
They only won 21 games?
Yeah.
So what you think they doing?
They were my dark horse squad based on how they played last year, but obviously lost to DeJounte Murray, suffered a ton of injuries this season. Zion been out for a long time.
Catch a break, that one.
Yeah, because heaven forbid you keep him going out there and he hurt his fucking hamstring again for real. He teared, and then now it's really said, so this is.
Damn, but
all right.
So you got to keep him like where he at, though, his body-wise, though.
He's figuring it out.
Yeah.
Can you chat once you know they agree they're not falling for it either?
Appreciate
They know what it is.
And unfortunately, I think this, I don't want to put this in atmosphere. Willie Green's situation is up in the air at best with what's transpired. If they fired the dude that in 4th,
Taylor Jenkins got the book.
Everybody else,
the way they're firing coaches.
What year is this? This is second or?
No, he's longer than that. But everybody down there, everybody else should be on the lookout.
Year out.
Yeah.
They fired the team that coach that's in the playoffs. So they were bored y'all shit.
Man.
So Willie Green, this is his
overnight bags
4th season with the Pelicans.
How many playoffs?
Made the playoffs twice, lost in the first round both seasons.
Sorry,
last
Willie.
Season. They got swept by the Thunder.
Oh, sorry, Willie.
There's nothing he can do, though.
Nothing he can do. Sorry, Willie.
Zion.
So you think he's out of there?
What?
I don't think so.
What?
They've had so much.
They lost in the first round every time they've been.
But they can't stay healthy.
They ain't, so they still not, I understand some of your best, but the ones you got, you still got to
you're still not competitive. Yeah.
Yeah,
especially
after this season.
So you need a restart.
Yeah.
You get a fresh start next season. Zion's healthy, which we hadn't said that in a long time.
Yeah. I haven't said it ever.
So let them to 49 wins last year. That was their most wins since 2018. This year, I think, getting DeJounte, there was a lot of hope and expectation, but we know where hope works at, as you like to say.
Absolutely, we know where hope works.
Do it depends on what pick they get, though? What if they get like a 3?
He ain't gonna be there that long, boy. You think he gonna be there till June?
Maybe.
Damn,
Maybe.
I don't wish nothing bad on the black man, but I'm looking at the situation at what it is.
But who could
keep it going, but I'm just looking.
Who could they get, though?
I have no idea.
In
Memphis
the
coach?
Taylor Jenkins is currently looking for a job.
I heard.
He gonna get a job quickly.
Oh, it's a wrap already.
He already got a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you already know where you're going.
For sure.
Yeah.
He has a job
Absolutely
already.
got a job already.
He about to go with Phoenix.
Nah. Me mind my business.
Okay.
Man.
Utah.
Yeah, you could join the NBA Insider game. Since Woj's departure, we need somebody to battle Shams, but we asked the chat.
Maybe San Antonio.
Ooh, I don't know.
That's where some reports that he could be the one to see Pop as the Spurs coach.
So they're not gonna let Tim ride that up? Pause. Let Tim take over?
Tim who?
Tim Duncan.
Boy don't want to coach.
Tim Duncan.
He didn't want to say nothing to his teammates when he was there. You think he want to say something?
Ain't he coaching now, though, for him?
Is he?
What's he?
Consultant, bro. He talk when he want to.
Hangs out, yeah.
So
just doing
Speaks when he's spoken to.
Let me get out the house today.
We called to ask Tim a question. Tim ain't in that bitch volunteering shit.
You know what, I'm bored.
So we asked the chat, we said Zion's injury is A, real, or B, Pelicans tanking. Kenya, 87% of the chat agrees with you that the Pelicans are tanking right now. Do you expect a league investigation over this, or?
How many games?
As long as they're doing, they got
like
6
7
games
games
left. What, they got 6 games left?
Yeah.
5, 6 games?
It's a waste of resources.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to, it don't matter
Right,
now.
but my thing is, for heaven forbid, like, you just, like, let this situation.
They got 6 games, 7 games left.
Yeah, let this go. Let it just go and play out, man. They done in a week.
Yeah, we was in similar. I've been in similar situations. From the Wizards, the Lakers. I remember when we was tanking it, they set us out. When I was at the Wizards, they set Gil and Karan and them out.
Okay.
And then when you know you ain't got a chance and trying to get a higher pick, hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
And do you respect the organization for moving like that? Obviously, we talk about players and all the money they're making, big teams trying to be competitive in this league, but you got talent like Cooper Flag.
You have a plan moving forward, yes. Yeah. But if it's just like random, then no.
But in their situation, I understand them protecting Zion right now and trying to move forward with that. Him being see what he can do when he's healthy, man. The kid only 24, so he still got a lot of basketball to play if he get that side of it. You know what I'm saying? He plays hard, he's explosive, man. Injuries are going to happen. Unfortunately, his has been at the beginning of his career. And yeah, we all miss time, man. I didn't miss whole seasons, microfracture surgery, came back, played a lot of basketball after that. Did I have to change the way I play? Yeah, but still, it happens.
With that, do you trade CJ after this season?
No, CJ not the problem.
But he's a good asset you could trade for
he's
probably
a good
another
piece.
pick. Or
he's somebody that can also average 18, 19 too for me off the bench if I need him to, or if he's still a starter.
But that's what I'm saying. Somebody could use him.
We can use, the Pelicans can use him.
CJ got 1 year left on his deal.
We in New Orleans can use him. So
make it $31 million.
Yeah. A team like, who could use him? Orlando?
Yeah, need some shooters, but I'm with you. But hey, right now he with us, and until we can get somebody that can do what he can do, we're going to hold on to him. Because we still got this phenom at this 24-year-old over here.
So let's talk a little bit about Zion. Like you said, Zion only 24 years old. In the second year of his 5-year, $197 million extension, he signed back in the summer of 2022. Still owed over $126 million after this season. Has weight and body fat clauses in the contract that could potentially reduce his salary in future seasons if he fails to maintain them. But by season's end, he will have played in 30 of a possible 82 games this year, averaging 25.7 rebounds, career-high 5.3 assists, 57, 23, 66 shooting splits. But here's the other side of it. Zion played in 30 or less games in 4 of his 6 seasons in the league, including missing the entire 21-22 season. So if you're the Pelicans front office, would you trust Zion enough to keep building around him? Or is it time to start picking up that phone?
You have to.
You have to trust him.
Because you can't, unless you finna just throw this shit in all together and like really start over, then yeah.
For me, it depends on what pick I get. If I could get another phenom,
ain't no phenom like that.
But I can't keep trying to build around somebody that's not there.
I understand I understand threes in today's game, but them 360 windmills,
that's fine. But
putting people in them seats, man.
But it's only 20 games out the year.
Well, I feel like, New Orleans, they're not planning to win a championship or nothing anytime soon. They're trying to make money at this point.
When they brought in CJ, they was trying to help them out. They
brought in DeJounte Murray this year.
I think they wanted to be competitive, but their goal is not championship. Because if it was, I think they would have got rid of Zion. They really wanted a championship that bad.
And is it almost too late now in Zion's case, given his injury history, for another team to say, look, we know this is damaged goods. We're not coming off a ton of our assets.
I don't know that, man.
His numbers are crazy.
So this is my thing, what I start to question, right? It ain't the player, right? It's the staff. It's the medical staff. It's the strength and conditioning staff, right? Because other places, we hear about guys get like Phoenix. It's top notch. Guy get hurt. That's why Grant Hill went there. So their medical staff in Phoenix is top notch. You go to other places, top notch. New York, top notch. Like I've experienced the Knicks shit firsthand. So it's places that their medical staff and strength and conditioning is of importance. With the Clippers, right? Even with I was in a horseshit organization with Denver. Medical staff, strength and conditioning dude was great. Steve Hess is the best in the business. But other people, his colleagues, fucking awful. No, it's facts. Dr. Trainer, just all of them horrible.
Good job, right? Paulo.
So I've been a part of it. I've been on the good side of it, and I've seen the worst part of it, where they just feed you anti-inflammatories, putting ice and stem on you and giving you motherfucking a shot in your ass, a Toradol, and tell you to go out and try to play.
But you can't stop somebody from eating 12 cheeseburgers after they.
But it ain't got nothing. I hear you.
I don't think, Zion, we've heard no reports on eating 12.
I'm not.
He go get the whole menu.
Well, I ain't never heard none of that, but I know that he's had injury problems that he keeps having, right? So ultimately, the kid plays a certain way. He's built a certain way. He's explosive. He's all these things. So you've done nothing that we can see to help him.
Yeah.
Because he's only played for you.
Bring in somebody.
He ain't played for nobody else. He's only played for y'all. So what have y'all done to help him? That's what I started to question.
Yeah.
So now, he's still a talent. He's still 24 years old. He's still all these things. So if I'm the owner, I'm changing the people around him. I'm changing the medical staff. I'm finding another main head doctor. Somebody got to answer to why this product that we picked #1 keep having this hamstring injury.
We'll have to pay some money because ain't nothing in New Orleans.
So that's all I'm saying. Like, so it's that.
All right. Hypothetically, say, do you give him one more year? Say next year come the same thing. You got to get rid of him.
I hear you.
Yeah,
so
next year come, just hypothetically. Next year come, he played 25 games, 30 games. You can't keep.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I hear you. And so now we start, but right now, I'm not making that move.
I think you give him one more shot. Yeah, you give him one.
So to elaborate on my point, right, about the medical staff that I was speaking of. So my first microfracture surgery, I'm dealing with the team, right? I played 56 games. The next season, I played first 2 games and I had to miss the whole season, following what they told me to do. Microfracture surgery on my right knee, when I had missed the whole season, the 2 games that I played. I stopped listening to them and started listening to the Dr. Stedman and his PT, right? Had I not cut the team out of my rehab and everything, my career was over, dog. So I had to go a different route, start listening to somebody different.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
So like this is way more than it should in pro sports.
But even from your side, Lexi, as an athlete, at what point do you know to do that, right? You always, you go see somebody, you think they're an expert in their field or they're with the team, you're gonna take whatever they say at face value. At what point is it like, I can't really fuck with y'all no more, I gotta go see?
I think it has to, something bad has to happen again, unfortunately, or something just has to get worse.
He missed 283 games.
Yeah.
Gotta do the Kawhi, right?
He missed 283 games.
They haven't changed any of the medical staff in New Orleans?
But shit, we got something.
Yeah, missed 258 games, played in 214 games. For the bread that you're breaking, to have his services, like I said, only played 30 or less games in 4 or 6 seasons in the league, including missing an entire season, dealing with injury.
Yeah, you gotta do what's best for yourself sometimes. You gotta do the Kawhi, man, what he did with San Antonio. Brought his own people in, but don't that make them mad at you?
They feel away.
Yeah,
they get annoyed.
Sure
Absolutely, yeah, they will. But this is about me now, though. But so now y'all have done me an injustice. Y'all ain't protected me, so now I got to protect me. I got to start really worrying.
All they care about is you getting back on the court.
Yeah.
The end.
Everybody else got their guys. Everybody else got their people now.
Yeah, they do.
So we asked the chat, should the Pelicans keep building around Zion? 60% say no. So you say from the Pelican standpoint, hold on to Zion. Obviously, you don't want to move him, but from Zion's standpoint, would a change of scenery be beneficial to his career?
Depends
and at what point do you hear Zion like, look, man, it's too much culinary stuff going on. Like, it's been a dark cloud over my career since I've been in New Orleans.
Yeah, maybe he needs a change.
Yeah,
if it's his choice, yeah.
You could get some good for him, for sure.
And there's teams out there that I feel like will still have faith in him enough to.
So you think he would demand a trade? He would have to, right? To
He
get
would
out
have
of
to
there.
come out and say, man, shit, his work tried to get him traded. He should have listened to.
His work did attempt.
It's like I'm going to trade you. If y'all don't trade him, I'm going to release the tape.
Did try to sour his name. Still young.
That was a crazy situation.
I ain't never heard the work do that.
But call your employer.
Right?
Whoa,
right?
Whoa, you gonna do what?
The work did try to circumvent him, go straight direct to the front office.
That was a nasty
Hey,
situation.
we gonna pay for this. We gonna take this out of his check. Hold on, man.
Did try to get his wage garnished.
Man.
Without going through the proper channels. There's ways to do it, but
it's new age, bro.
Direct.
Still up to her mission.
He slid in my DM. I'm finna slide in theirs. What's the owner's name?
Right?
May already be in the Rolodex, you never know. But let's keep this thing moving. We knew some